What up, folks? I'm ultrazillatoys. Today I have a review of the Mezco 112 Collective ULTRAMAN shoe watch. That's right, my zillions. It's finally here. The Mezco ULTRAMAN. We've been waiting for this one for quite a bit, but that's Mezco. But I'm glad it's finally here. Honestly, I've been looking forward to this. This is everything you get in the package. We got some more product shots, including Red King. But this is very cool. This is very cool. There is an unboxing already on the channel if you want to check out the contents a little further and how everything is laid out. But we got some decent looking art here. Nice design work all around, I have to say. I do like it. Yeah. Not a bad box, but we're not here for the box. So without any further ado, let's get to this review. So there's Ultraman out of the package, but we're gonna, take a look at everything he comes with first, because there's a lot of accessories here, including batteries that are no longer here. Now, I missed these. Looking in the package, I totally missed these, and I did have these batteries, which are tiny watch batteries. So I tried them, and it didn't work. The directions could be a little bit clearer, Mezco. So I think as far as inserting the batteries without messing anything up, you want to make that a little bit clearer, in my opinion. However, really cool that the batteries were included, because my batteries did not work. They were a tad old. So what do you do with the batteries? I guess we'll do the gimmick first. We're going to do all the accessories, but we'll do the gimmick first because it's pretty cool. So he's got light up eyes and a light up color timer. And on the back here, you got to feel it, but on the spine somewhere, yeah, there is a button to light everything up. That is very, very awesome. And here's what it looks like with a, slightly darker lighting here. So, pretty nice, guys. And even darker, it lights up the room. It really does. Very nice lights. Good job, Mezco. They look very cool. All right, so now let's get further into the accessories. And first up, we have the stand, which has a nice little plastic covering over, and we're going to keep it on because I don't know if I'm going to use this too much. So back in the box it'll go, but you get the art that we saw. We get a little armature. So there's something I believe to remove here. Or is it the, oh yeah, you remove this. I'm not taking this out because I don't feel like doing flying poses anyway. And then you would pop this in. So that comes out, this pops in. Everything appears to be pretty good, nice and tight. So, yeah, everything is good, guys. So I'm sure it'll work nicely for your Ultraman poses. But I really just don't want to mess with his outfit too much. Even gripping it a little bit also, as a standard 112 Collective thing, you get a little baggie to put all your accessories in if you want to toss a box. Or if you just don't want stuff moving around in the box too much. Put them in this baggie and then zip it up, and we get the brothers a mantle, which I haven't even opened yet. So why don't we do that together, guys? Check it out together for the first time. It is very nicely in here, and it goes into the secondary tray of the box. Very cool. I do feel that there is, there's bendy wires at the edges, which is excellent. The material looks really nice. Nice satiny. I like it a lot, man. It looks pretty good. Got a chain here. And then push Ultraman's head through, maybe. That's the best way to do it. Yeah, that's nice and easy. Let's see how it looks, though. Well, so it's all right. It works. It works. I kind of like it, actually. I don't really have too many. I have like one mantle that I got recently for Ultraman 0, but none for Ultraman. So I never got any of those. But yeah, this is cool. This might be It's not perfect. I feel like this chain maybe should be a little higher, even if it's not completely accurate. I kind of don't like it that it's over the color timer. That's a little bit of a bother. I think it should be up higher. But otherwise, that's not so bad. Right? That's not so bad. He looks kind of slick with it. The final thing on the secondary tray are these buildings. That's right. You get some buildings to play around with and build your displays for Ultraman and whoever he's going to be fighting. Red King, possibly? Is there going to be a Red King? Give us a Red King, guys. In the Kaiju Collective. Let's have that, guys. Let's have that. Anywho, you got buildings. They do appear to be a little bit small. However, you got to remember this is Showa era stuff. And the buildings were smaller. You know, the Ultras and, you know, Kaiju, just like, were towering over everything. But let's take a look at these because they are breakaway, which is cool. You see a little bit of rubble on the inside of both. I think that's very nice. They fit together pretty well, stacks nicely. You got some gray in there and, you know, this kind of building color. I don't know. The windows, it's pretty cool. I do like it, how it breaks. It's pretty nice for this little one here. And then over here, you got a bigger one. Again, same thing, breakage. You got sculpt work in there. Lots of windows on this one. You know, entrance and stuff. The top of the buildings are kind of almost all the same. It's fine. It works. You know, it gets the job done should you need it. I'm not the biggest fan of this stuff. I don't really do a lot of, like, you know, crazy figure photography or anything. But for those that do, you know, I'm a reviewer, guys. Not a, you know, not a completely a figure photographer, toy photographer. I do like it. I do dabble a little bit, but, you know, the full effect stuff, I don't, it's not for me. I'm more of a composition guy. I don't know if you guys noticed. I love composition, but, yeah. These are cool. Entranceway. Back entranceway. Building cracking. Yeah, you know, it's got some stuff on the top. They're cool. They're cool. This one's a little wider. They'll do the same thing. They work. They'll work for you, I would guess. It's a cool exclusion. In the main tray, first up, we get a ton of really well sculpted hands. They're very, very nicely done, honestly. Check them out. Like, I love all the work that's going on in here. That's pretty great, man. They're just done in silver, as they should, but they're cool. They work, man. You get all kinds of hands. You know, relaxed hands, open hands, some sort of holding hands, some beam hands, some chopping hands. Yep, lots of cool hands here, guys. So a lot of good stuff you could do with this. And of course, for sure. Speaking of hands, you do have the Specium beam hand, and the beam looks pretty good. You know, I feel like it could be a little bit longer, but it's not bad. Gradation on it is pretty good, from blue to kind of whitish. Yeah, not so shabby. And then to take it off, it comes off very easily to hand. Does it go on easily? It does. Does it fold easily? Yes, it does. And then, you know, you'd want to change hands here, of course, but you get it. You can do it. You have to finagle it. We'll talk about all of that in a few, but for now, yeah, the beam itself, yeah, it's not so bad. I feel like it can be a little bit longer, and this looks a little odd. Hand to wrist there, in my opinion, and forearm. What do you guys think? A little bit odd. For more effect parts, we get the Ultra Slash. We have Ultraman right in the middle there. And this looks pretty cool. And this would be what you would have that holding hand for. I do like this. I think it looks very nice. Again, gradation is really nice on it. Translucency looks good. Sculpt is fine. And the hand holding works great. It looks good. I do like it. Actually, I like this way better than the Specium Beam. This is very cool. I like this one. And while we have his arm outstretched, how about the Ultra Attack Ray? This is pretty cool. Little coily thing. I don't remember this well. I'll be honest with you. I'm sure it is accurate, but I just don't remember it. My apologies, Ultra fans. Yeah, but it looks good. I don't know if it's supposed to go light to dark or dark to light, but either way, it fits on his arm really nice, and it looks neat. I gotta say, this is definitely one that's a little bit different from, you know, stuff we've gotten before in, like, you know, SH Figure Arts or whatever. I dig it. I think this is really, really cool. We get an alternate faceplate with I-beams. This is cool, man. This is very Mechagodzilla. But, you know, from the yellow eyes come these yellow beams that gradiate into the blue. And then you got, like, these bursts at the end. This is awesome looking. This is really, really cool. So, this is good to see. You have to take off the front. And now this is where the batteries are housed. You get the two small batteries that you put in there. And, yeah, when I opened it up, I was like, oh, okay, how do I get in there? So you have to kind of slip them in from the sides, but you do have to be really careful. There's little electronics there, but yeah, and then the light is on the bottom, at least for the head. And then you put this on, and you're looking pretty cool. How about with the eyes on? You know, it's okay. It's kind of cool. I mean, I guess you'd want to do that. But it doesn't, like, light up the entire thing or anything. That would have been slick, but it's not that powerful. And last but certainly not least, we have the Jet V-TOL, man. This is slick. Done in silver and red. You got the missiles at the end in white and red. That looks really cool. You got some yellow at the back fin here. You got the thrusters that are painted. This is nice. The cockpit is all, you know, the windows are all painted. You got the little thing on the top. White paint at the edges here. This looks really, really nice, guys. I like it a lot. You know, the stand would be kind of cool to hold this, I would say. I would think so. But he could also hold it in his hand with one of the holding hands if you want. If you want to do one of those. But I do like it on his own. I think this is really... And just to check it out, I mean, you can't do it. It's not quite the best fit, but if you need to, you can. I wish they made a little hole in the bottom, and then, you know, to be able to stick onto this. That would have worked, man. That would have really, really worked. But anywho, it's time to look at the figure itself. And we've seen this head a couple times already, so let's start there. The head looks pretty good. You know, the compound eyes aren't bad at all. The ears look good. The overall sculpt, it has a really nice classic 60s sculpt. I think they did a good job. The head sculpt looks really good. The mouth looks awesome. Crest looks great. You know, and then it goes into the red, which looks good. And the red of the plastic up here really does match perfectly, because I think this is painted. I feel like this is painted with the same paint that they used for the body. Although, maybe not, because I would think that, you know, paint for this type of plastic, well, whatever it is, cloth, would be different. It's a really, I said plastic because it's really interesting. It's almost, I would guess this is as close to the seamless body as you're going to get without being a seamless body. You do see all the seams everywhere, so maybe it's not. But it is super, super tight, guys, on him. You know, so it's a little bit scary. Now, I do wish his, like, dorsal fin spine didn't fold over, but it does. You know, it just kind of flops over to one side. It's on the back, so it's not the biggest of deals, but I wish it didn't do that. You kind of can finagle it a little bit, but, you know, it is a little scary. I did just notice, you know, it's near the seam, but there's like a, is that a hole that's forming there? I don't know if that was there the whole time, but it's at the seam up here of the neck. So I guess it's just, I don't know. But I didn't really move the head much, so that's a little bit of a bummer. I also noticed there's a little raising of the paint right underneath the color timer. I don't know if that's because of the way they have the color timer in. You see that? Right there, I got kind of like a bubble, it looks like, almost. I hope that doesn't shear at any point. Luckily, there's nothing there that you're, like, handling too much of. The seams here are looking okay. The seams on the back of the arms are looking okay. Over here, it's totally fine. I do like it. You know, the hands are fists that are on him out of the box. They look fine. I do like the paint. I think it looks really good. The silver and the red, everything looks really nice. Like, nothing is really out of place anywhere. And then the interesting thing that they did here, somehow, I don't even know how this is done, but, you know, this material is, like, totally attached to the completely plastic feet. That's really well done. I'm scared there's going to be cracks in that at some point, but it's really well done. And then you get all of this awesome folds down here at the ankles that look so good. The feet look pretty good overall. That's what the bottom of the feet look like. Yeah, it's not bad. But yeah, all the paint is good, guys. It looks really, really nice. Except for this one thing that I found right here, which I can't tell what's going on there. It's part of the seam, so I don't know if like that little seam is ripping somehow, but I can't. There's no stress that's happening there, so it might have just been like that right out of the package. But I didn't notice it till just now. But yeah, looks-wise, I think it looks really good. He's a little thick, but it does look like a guy in a suit. You know, and less like Alien, like a Shin Ultraman. More guy in a suit look. So, the material is really nice. At his base, I think this is pretty good. He's got some nice folds and wrinkles at the neck, too. So, not bad at all, guys. As for the articulation, this is where I'm super scared of this figure. His head goes up and down, goes back and forth. I cannot tell you where every articulation point is because it's behind this body. There is an ab joint of some sort. Oh, and I just turned them on. Oh, baby. And then there is a waist joint, and again, which works. Sort of. I mean, can go down. I'm just scared of ripping anything. It's so tight, guys. It's a little looser over here, which is good. But still, he does have, I did want to mention this, that proper, like, Ultraman type chest. You know, with the crazy ribs. So that's cool. Nice. I do like that. The shoulders move out like that. At least that far. Can go forward and back. I wouldn't go further than that. You do have a bicep swivel. The elbow moves. I can't tell if it's a double jointed elbow or not. It might be, actually. It looks like it. That looks like a double jointed elbow. And then the wrists are, you know, they're okay. They work. The wrists work. Then the legs, I don't know how far you want to split this without splitting his pants. But I'm going to go about that much. I'll go forward a bit. Go back a bit. You do have rotation in here, somewhat. The knee bend is going to only, like, even if it's a double jointed knee, which I can feel it is, it's only going to get you about that much, you know, without all that material bunching up. So, that's a bit of a bummer. You know what I'm saying? And then, at the foot, it can rock back and forth. And go back and forth. Again, I find that pretty nicely done at the feet. You know what, guys? I see it. I can see it better on here. That foot is actually just on a ball joint. It is just... The way they did it, it's like placed. The material is placed all the way underneath the joint. So that it appears seamless in a way. This one is more seamless. This is weird. This one I see... the opening. This one I do. Oh, I think I see it now. Yeah, I see it now. There it is. So that's interesting. You know, it's well done, I gotta say. But it appears that like this is attached when it's really not. I was wondering how the heck can you do that? The hand just fell off. But, yeah, it's interesting. Well, you know what? It's probably the same thing here. That's how they do it. The material goes all the way around the joint. So, there you go. Thank you, hand. It fell off on purpose. Like, look at me. This is the way it's done. You know, I moved them around. I didn't get any, like, cracks around. So, that's a good thing. I wouldn't do it too much, in my opinion. This is not a crazy, as it says, this is a, you know, adult collectible. But yeah, if you're wanting to pose this guy around a lot, I don't think this is going to be the figure to do that, honestly. For your size comparisons, I know you're going to want to see a few different things here to get a good idea of what size this is. I think it goes really, really well with the Hayatoy stuff. Not with the NECA stuff, but Hayatoys, that's pretty good comp, I think. That is not bad at all. So, yeah, that's pretty good. But then he's too big for the NECA Godzilla stuff. And you know what? I like it with the SH Monstars, Godzilla 89, the big version. I think this is really cool. I think this works for me. I do like my Ultraman being a little bit smaller in scale, but you get it, you know. The SH Monster stuff is gonna scale like this. So the more regular stuff, but this big guy, I think it works. As far as some other Ultra stuff, here is SH Figure Art and an Ultra Act. You know, we got the Red King there. So, he's just too wide, you know, for any of the Ultra stuff, I think. So, Ultra Act, no good. SH Figure Art's obviously no good. He's really in a class by himself. He's gonna need some friends, Mezco. He's gonna need some friends. Wait, one more. I almost forgot to do Mezco figures. Here it is with Kong, which I think looks really good. This is the black and white version. And I like them. Proportionally, I think they're really nice together. Kong's just a hair shorter, but like I said, proportionally, you know, width-wise, they look really, really good. So if you have this Kong, this Ultraman's going to go really well with that. I also brought in a regular Mezco figure with Diabolique. And, you know, to note, this is one that has the full outfit as well. And I gotta say, I've had this guy for quite a while, and nothing has broken on him, like, which is good. I had initially, right out of the box, some scratches right on him, which was unfortunate. Probably should have got that replaced. But otherwise, although I don't think I got this direct from Mezco, and it was like a small retailer, and I didn't want to deal with him. Yeah, otherwise, like, nothing has broken on them, since. So, I don't know if the material is exactly the same. This was from years ago. But yeah, it was just worth noting for you guys. And I'm glad I remembered to do that. And my final thoughts? He's pretty cool. You know, I do like him. I am scared of this outfit, and we'll see how it goes, you know, with all that bending. But, you know, they got the Kaiju Collective stuff coming out, and that's all seamless body, so I'm really curious how that's going to work, you know, after feeling this and how different it is from this or not, you know, if this is more like a regular suit or whatever. This is all over, you know, except for the feet and the hands. Like, this is an all over, this is basically a seamless body. And it's interesting, it is a little scary. I feel like the material, like, in places feels nice and tight, like thick, but in some other places I feel like it feels thin, so I'm a little scared long term of how it's gonna react. But I'm not a crazy poser, and I don't plan to, like, stress it more than I need to. You know, there's not gonna be crazy play here with me. But if it is something that you do be careful with it. Handle it with kid gloves. And, you know, you're taking a chance either way, though. Even with kid gloves, I have been, and I'm still scared. Overall, though, it's a really cool package. I really like the light-up gimmick. It looks the part. I really dig the look of it overall. The accessories are awesome. They really, really are. You know, it's funny because during the unboxing, Ultrazilla Jr. was like, oh, I don't think it's worth $100, and it's a little bit more than that even. And I don't know, you know, I feel like it's there, you know, the money is there. So, you know, on a more professional level, I feel like it is. I think it looks pretty good, guys. You know, I think it's a really fun figure. Now, I don't know about fun because I'm scared of it, but it's a really good-looking figure, and one that is an Ultra fan I'm glad I got, and it will be on my shelf, because it does have that really cool Showa quality to it, you know, suit-wise, that I'm really, really digging. And there you go, guys. That's my review. Hope you dug it. Let me know your thoughts down below. And if you could please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram. Stay safe. Till next time. Peace out, peeps.